This is my trade recap for trade 478, which was on July 9th, 2020. I wasn't able to record it at the time, and for some reason my arrows weren't showing up on my chart for IB. So I'm just going to show it in Trader View, which is where I keep all my stats. I took one trade and I made $3.19 on it. So here it is on the 5-minute chart. Just enlarge it. So we had an attempt at a high to buy, second entry buy, but couldn't get a good signal bar or a good breakout bar. And then we had this big climax here. And at this point, we already had, this is already the third climax if you look at this as a climax. So first climax, second climax, third climax. But this was the biggest pair of bear bars. So I restarted the count here. So first big climax, pause, and then second big climax. So on the second one, it was many consecutive climaxes down. And even with the restarted count, it's big climax, pause, big climax. So very climactic. I thought it was going to reverse up and get up to yesterday's low at a minimum. So once we got far from yesterday's low, I bought my first position with a stop an equal distance from this climax down. So from 313.25 all the way to 311.25 approximately. So $2 stop. I entered my first position. And my hope was that because it was two approximately equivalent climaxes down, that we'd get a bull signal within the next couple bars, and that we'd reverse up to yesterday's low. And then I would add more above a bull signal. And so at this point, we got a really big bull bar, but it went above the prior bar. And so I didn't add above it. Instead, I decided to add on the way down below this bar. I thought that there'd be buyers below there, but I maintained my wide stop. So at this point, instead of using an arbitrary stop of the distance of the climax, I now just use a measured move down from the bull signal. So my stop loss was like down here somewhere, a little bit under 310, and I kept that stop with this second ad below the doji, and I planned it so that with my wide stop, I'd have 3 ads. So I bought one here, a third here, and then I waited for a reversal up to buy my last third, which is right here. In yesterday's video, I talked about how I wanted to stop doing this, but this was the next, like right here, I did the same thing, and I said, I don't want to do that anymore. I want to wait for the buy signal. Oh, I don't know if you can see that here. So in yesterday's video, I said I didn't want to buy with limit orders here in a falling market. I want to wait for the bull signal. But I did it again on July 9th. And I always find a way to convince myself to do it and say the context is different this time. This time it's so oversold that it's probably going to get to yesterday's low. I found a reason to do it, but again, I'm not happy with this first entry. The second entry is okay because it is after some form of reversal, and I'm using a wide stop, so I think that's okay. The first one, and I think mathematically it's okay to take this first one, but I don't think it's something I should be doing. So I don't really love this entry. And the second one, third one's the best one for sure, because we got one final climax, a reversal up, and then we also went outside up. So it was also a micro double bottom here. So I was really happy with that. So those are my 3 entries. Now I'm in full size stop. Once this reversed up as a second entry, I put my stop below here. And we had shrinking bodies, but I didn't exit. I thought after so many climaxes and 4 consecutive bull bars that we'd probably get a higher low. And so we did get that, got a higher low. And I had my target at the high of the sell climax, this one here. We didn't quite get there and reversed down. But because I thought we were going to get a higher low, I just held my full position, stopped down here, and kept my target at the high of the sell climax. And eventually got filled there for $3.19 profit.